picture that she had painted out. A love that would last until eternity. Yeah, she's his coffee queen in her Indian dream. Oh, what a love scene. Yeah, she's his coffee queen in her Bollywood dream. If you know what I mean.
Hey, you're watching Crowned, the making of a carnival queen, and I am sitting in the one and only John Clark's chair at the Splinters Beauty Salon. And we did say we're going to have a makeup tutorial, so John has a muse. He's going to use this person, her name is Carolyn, to show the ladies how to do their makeup, some best practices. And then we're going to move on into a challenge. I'm quite excited. Let's see what John has in store.
Good evening, ladies. Okay, so welcome back to Splinters again. Really nice having you guys here again. And I'm sure you all know what tonight is about. You do not know. Okay, well, this evening, for some persons who are not able to apply their own makeup, what we're going to be doing this afternoon is to teach you guys how to apply your own makeup. Now, what I will be doing, I'm sure some of you guys can do it, but especially for who don't know how to, I'm going to be applying somebody's makeup. You guys are going to watch what I'm doing, and then afterwards, you guys now will basically imitate what I did on the person's face, and you'll do that on each of your face. So this is not so much of a challenge in terms of you guys competing. It's just mainly for you guys. You may have maybe a presentation or anything that you guys have to do, and you have to do a quick fix. You know how to go about applying your makeup. It may not be as a professional person, but at least it's something that will, make you look presentable to present yourself to someone. So that's what it's about. So we'll be going into the makeup room here, and you guys gonna come along and watch the procedure in what I'm gonna be doing now. And so. Now, what I'm doing now, I'm going to be cleaning her face before I go through with anything. Well, it's night, but normally, which they normally recommend to use like a sunscreen, sun protector on the skin before, but it's night, so we don't really have to go through using that. But for persons who have dry skin, it's always best to apply moisturizer on your skin before you put on your primer. For some people who have really oily skin, me personally, I would not use it because the moisturizer tend to help create the shine faster than anything else. So first time I'm doing her face, and as I mentioned, that it's night, so I'll just use a mattifying primer. Or you're gonna sleep with your makeup and go to work with it tomorrow? Okay, so I'm going to be using a mattifying primer, so that will help to keep her face very matte. Then you apply a concealer. Just a little primer underneath. I know she have a few little blemishes, but this is a full coverage foundation. So this will cover a few blemishes that she has. Brand? This is Maybelline I'm using. So the brand of makeup doesn't matter. You use makeup based on what you feel, what your preference are.
Why you wait until after to do the brows? I'm intrigued to know why.
Well, it's just a matter of preference with what, some people going to do the eyebrow, some people do the eyeshadow, all of that before they apply foundation. It's just preference.
Oh, okay. That's why I asked what direction you were going.
So it's just preference.
No, but in the light, it looks like it's blended.
In the light?
Is it because
when
it
you look in
dries
the mirror,
before it's time?
No, well, you see, what happened now with the foundation, Now, if it's a mattifying foundation and you don't work fast with it, you find what happened, you don't get the proper blend. So I tend to use a beauty blender and I wet it. So there's moisture in it. If you're using a brush, you work faster with the brush versus the beauty blender. Because the beauty blender is wet, so it creates moisture into the makeup. Right. So like if you're using a foundation that is dewy, dewy foundation is more moisturizing, so that can sit on your face for a longer time in terms of application. But if you use a mattifying one, now you have to do more speed. Yeah.
So let me ask you a question. Would you recommend a dewy foundation for oily skin, since we
No.
don't technically put on moisturizer before?
No, because you see, you're gonna shine more.
Okay.
Okay, I do this because I don't want underneath the eye to get crease or too cakey. I didn't really put any foundation underneath there, right? So I'm just gonna use some concealer underneath the eye.
How far do you carry down the foundation? Because sometimes in pictures you will see the line of where the foundation ends.
Okay, with the foundation now, sometimes it depends on what you're wearing, right? Now you can I normally try to blend as much like to the neckline, but what I do, I just use the remainder that leave on it to blend it, because you don't want to apply too much. Because when you do that now and you sweat, then you're gonna see them like some people have crease underneath the neck. Then when you apply the foundation, you sweat, when you start to perspire now, you're gonna see that crease within the line. So I just use the remainder that leave on the beauty blender. That's what I use underneath the person to blend it. And sometimes I maybe just use some powder where it's more light.
Do you believe it's the technique, the patting versus swiping?
Well, makeup, you're supposed to pat makeup. Now, if you're using a brush, some people tend to wipe it on, then you're going to get a line in the makeup if you wipe the makeup on. Whereas makeup, you're supposed to pat it into the skin because you want it to go and sit into the skin. That's what you want. So when you swirl it now, then that is where now you end up having an issue, whereby you see the brush line. You see the brush line in the makeup, especially in the foundation.
So if you're using the brush, what's the proper technique to use?
You same patting motion.
Just patting.
Yeah, just patting motion. Because I have the brush, I can show you. It's just a patting motion, and it's not any and every brush you use. This is a foundation brush, right? So with that now, like this now, I have the concealer here, and I'm using it to blend the concealer, and it's the same motion as if I apply foundation. And you see, it give it a blend it. So it's just the same. You applying the foundation, you do the same. You blend it by patting the patting motion. But if you're gonna wipe like it out like that, then you're gonna have a problem. Okay, I'm just using some setting powder to set on the eye.
And you also apply the concealer like when you have bags and so on, correct?
Well, you know what? To be honest, from my experience, with bags, I tend to keep away from using too much concealer or foundation and when somebody have bags underneath the eye, because what I find, the more you put on it, it emphasizes it emphasizes it.
So, what do you think
Look at this,
you
look at-
recommend for bags?
Sleep. Some people say that they use cucumber and it works well for them.
Oh no, that doesn't work. A
But-
cold spoon?
A cold spoon. I
Oh.
put a spoon in the freezer. Even though I never make probably the night before, I put a spoon in the freezer the night. When I'm going to bed, say to the bed 3 in the morning, I put
Oh.
a spoon in the freezer so when I wake up in the morning it's cold.
Okay, so what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be connecting our brow with our nose. That is where we're going to create the definition to get that straight nose shape. So I put it in there, knock off some, and I'm just using, because now what's going to happen now, you don't want to get the excess makeup to fall. And I'm not applying a lot one time, because when you apply and it's too dark, then
That's it.
so I'm just doing a little at a time. Mm-hmm.
When we're concealing and highlighting the nose, do we go according to the shape of our nose? Is there a specific
Well, with the nose aspect, it based on how straight you want your nose to be. So you shape your nose according to how you
so
want.
if I have a broad and flat nose?
Go ahead.
If I have a broad and flat nose, how do you suggest I highlight it?
You want to highlight. You want to highlight your broad and flat nose.
Meaning contour.
Contour, yeah.
Okay, the whole nose thing, right? The nose thing, right? Is contouring is mainly for picture. Because if you contour your nose and somebody look at you, they're still gonna see that nose.
True.
It's mainly for picture. It's mainly for picture. So when the camera hits you, it create that image. That's why sometimes when you look on social media and you see these people, how they're so glammed up, and afterwards and you see them in person, you're like, huh? Right. Okay, so I'm just maintaining the same shape of our brow because I don't want to take it out of the shape because he already has hair there and stuff. So I'm just going to maintain the same shape of our eyebrow.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you prefer a well-defined, structured brow, or do you prefer a fluffy brow, a natural fluffy brow?
It's preference with people. Some person like that and some person don't. There's some person that like what you would call it, that made up look where they look almost like a dolly kind of look.
Instagram.
Right. Some people like that, some people don't. So sometimes it's just a matter of preference. Because see, a lot of people are into eyebrows now. And some person rather to do their own eyebrow, which I don't have a problem with that. Because some people like, okay, I'm the only one can do my brow. So I have no problem with that.
In terms of the powder that you put under her eyes,
Mhm.
does it matter whether it's lighter than her complexion or translucent?
Okay,
Doesn't really
okay,
matter.
because you want to create the highlighting effect. It's best to go maybe 1 or 2 shades lighter, because you want to create that glow. I'm just gonna use this the brow powder to help set our brow so it doesn't move.
That's the first time I'm hearing about the brow powder.
Yeah, they have so much things for eyebrow now. But I'm just going very light with this. I'm not going too much because I don't want to get our eyebrow too dark.
John, the persons who are just starting off and can't get the purple and the top, and conceal the top as well.
To be honest, I really don't like to conceal the top of the eyebrow because I like that naturalness to the eyebrow. But the same thing that I was mentioning a few minutes ago, for some person who want that Instagram look,
Yeah.
you want that eyebrow to be like out there, then yeah, you can do that. But me personally, I don't really like it unless sometimes some person who don't have no eyebrow at all, and then you're making the shape, then I will do that, but I try to get it as natural as possible.
By using the same foundation.
I tend to use the same foundation that I use. Yeah, I don't go light. I don't go light. Because nobody. Technically, when you look at it, nobody eyebrow like that.
Right.
You're gonna apply white, not white, very light. Close your eye, please. I don't see the sense of applying a light concealer at the top. So when you take picture, all you see is just white line. Yeah, I don't like that. I'm just using a light touch of the concealer, and I lower later. I'm gonna use eyeshadow base. Yeah, so I'm gonna do this and then set it, and then use the eyeshadow base. This is the eyeshadow primer. No, you're not getting any makeup. I'm
I
using
just
it to go
want
and
to
buy.
see the brand.
And all of the products that you're using, you sell them, right?
No,
No?
Angel.
but I'm not gonna use this. I'm not gonna use this all over. I'm just using it right in this area.
The eyeshadow base.
When you apply concealer, always have to try to blend that edges out, because if you don't do that, you're gonna have a problem. Some persons start doing eyeshadow from the bottom, some start from the top. Again, it's preference. It's based on you. So you notice she mentioned that she have hooded eyes, right? So I'm just creating that depth. I'm creating a depth in her crease, but I'm making a crease because her crease is low down. And if you notice, I'm taking the darker shade and I'm bringing it right around into where I had the contour. So with that now, it will create the definition of the nose to give her nose a straighter appearance. And one of the things that you're supposed to always do when you're applying makeup, I just did a very light touch. But if you're going to take the brush and you're going to go into it like this, and then you're going to take it and you're going to put it on, you're going to get a lot of excess fall. So what you do, if you do that, you just do like, you take off some. So that take off some of it. And you go ahead and you apply. Notice I don't have any fallout so far.
For those who don't have hooded eyes, how far up would you put that crease line that you made?
Well, you just work with your natural crease. Yeah. But as she mentioned, when she opened her eyes, she cannot see, she's not able to see her eyeshadow. So that is the reason why I'm going a little higher.
Is it preference? You prefer using this brush at all times, or is it just because of the fluffiness of the brush you keep using it?
I love the fluffiness of it, but you see, most likely if I'm doing a cut crease, like, okay, not necessarily cut crease, but when I'm going inside here now, I'm going to change the brush, right? Now with this now, because I'm just doing a simple blending motion, I cannot use a flat tip brush to create that depth there because I'm not doing a cut crease. You mostly tend to use a flat tip brush when you're doing more cut crease. But I'm using this, if you notice, I use it and I tap in the shadow and then I blend afterwards, which you can use a brush to change. You can change your brush accordingly based on how the makeup is going. I'm going to use this now, same brush, to apply on the inner part of her lid. Now if this brush was totally dry and I put it into the eyeshadow, there's nothing much would come up on it. So I will just always use a brush that has a little excess product on it, and it will able to disperse the product better. Now you see, it's on it. And I'm gonna go right in, and look, I'm just tapping it right in there. What happened? You see her eyelash curls so tight.
Yes.
Even though I try to stretch it, but this is fine because if she take pictures, it's not gonna show.
That's true.
It's not gonna show. You notice, look, who was asking about the eyelash?
Me.
Okay, come closer.
Y'all come close to see these curly,
Come closer.
curly little
You see,
things.
look on her eyelash. Even though I try to stretch it because they're so short. You see how it curls back. So if I try to go as tight as possible to her lash line, the lash is gonna rest on it, and you don't want, when she removing it, to damage your lashes. So resting it where I can only try to get it as close.
Exactly.
You see, I have to do that. I try to get it as tight as I can.
For persons who, like myself, who like a dramatic lip, because I already have that V dip, what would you recommend?
Well, if you like it, you just
would you? I like to line it. Would I line it or?
yeah, you line it, and when you line it, it will emphasize it more. So you will get the definition of the V lip that you want, but not necessarily everybody likes it. And when you do V lip, sometimes it tend to emphasize the lip because the fact that you naturally have it and it's pronounced, but you just want to highlight a bit. So yeah, you do the liner around it, but it tend to make your lip get a little bigger. And then I'm gonna be using some setting spray. Just keep your eyes closed.
It's makeup time. I came with my makeup done, but never hurts to put a little more. It is challenge time. The girls, I see that they've learned quite a bit. I know that John is going to give them a task to figure out what event they will be getting dressed for. I'm wondering too. But let's go.
Okay, so girls, you saw what I was doing earlier on in displaying the makeup, demonstrating about the makeup. So just this challenge, I'm not sure what Priscilla gonna give you guys, but the winner will be getting something. Now, your sponsor call you for an interview. Now, you have to look good to meet your sponsor, and camera is gonna be on you. So you're gonna do a 10 minutes, quick makeup fix, because you only have half an hour to reach the sponsor. So you know how it is. So 10 minutes to do your makeup, and the remaining time to dress and head the way to your sponsor. Okay? Countdown. So 5, 4, 3, 1. Get going.
Something about you I like. Do me what you want. Give me what I need. I'm feeling your baby. I'm begging you please for your bass and your melody. It's part of me therapy. I need it. Trust me, I need it. Put me in a place like a fantasy.
Okay, come on guys. Time counting down.
Can we get the 5-minute mark?
Yeah, Rainel is the one keeping the time. Rainel is the timekeeper. How many minutes gone, Rainel? 2 minutes gone? Okay.
When the music play, I'm feeling high up there. Give me music, come on, don't play the music. Give me music, take over me with the music. Give me music.
This is a lot of pressure, guys.
4 minutes left.
I feel like I'm in the Olympics.
Why?
10 minutes to do a full face for my sponsors? No way.
The lighting is not great either, so I really can't see if I'm blending right, but...
You need your glasses.
You need your glasses.
I don't think we can talk right now, I think.
I'm feeling good, but I need somebody to take me out now.
Feeling good, but I can barely see a thing. I'm a little taller than the mirror, but it's okay.
It's a struggle for
We're
us to
making it
see.
work.
I can't see without my glasses, so.
Neither can I.
Feeling good, Just hurry up.
I'm just really trying not to blind myself at this moment.
I hope I could get this makeup looking good and done on time.
Kelly, your lip need to pop some more, is she, Kelly?
Yes, it's on!
Yeah, but your lip need to pop some more.
Like Bonnie and Clyde, I'm ready to ride. I need you now.
Oh God, I keep moving. I went for my mascara. I forgot my mascara.
Is the makeup challenge.
I don't think my makeup is done properly. The blending is not right. The foundation is holding on to my face for dear life. And it's supposed to sit naturally. I think this is why you don't rush makeup.
17.
Should we give them a minute to get their hair in order? Yes.
Brush down.
1 minute extra to get your hair in order.
14.
Let's see what you can do.
13.
2, 1 minute for the hair
Me, I
now.
need it. Put me in a place like a fantasy. When I'm in your company, I need it. Trust me, I need it. Hey, hey. It's something I like. Can't deny I like it. My heart start to race. Something about you excited. When the rhythm play, take me away. Away, come and take me on top.
All hands off makeup. All hands off makeup.
He said all hands off makeup, not here.
No touching.
I didn't say here, just makeup. Yes. You can come forward. Tiana and Jacada. And Chelsea, you name? Yes. Yes. Lord, it's kind of tight, you know. Making me feel when you come on, making me hot now. I need you in my life, just like crime does need a partner. Like Bonnie and Clyde, I'm ready to ride. I'll give you.
I need you tonight.
Good evening, Antigua and Barbuda. This is Delegate Number 1, Akiba Agad, Miss Furniture Gallery. And tonight we're here at Splinters Beauty Salon, located in Coolidge. And our instructor tonight, John, taught us how to do makeup. We had some lessons tonight from John and some tips and some tricks that we can use next time we have to apply our makeup. Very informative and very fun, I should say. And then we were surprised with the challenge. And the challenge was a 15-minute makeup challenge where we have to apply our makeup to go to see our sponsors. Now, can you tell this is a 15-minute makeup? I bet you can. I bet you can. I bet you can. Or I bet you can't. It was so much fun. The other girls, they were just like running all over the place. We were all running all over the place. And I think that was the fun part about it. We weren't taking it too serious, Yes, it was a challenge, but it was meant for us to have fun, for us to apply the skills that we would have learned from John, and for us to just, be creative and enhance our natural beauty, not try to change it. So that's the girl signing out. Look forward to our next episodes. We love you. Bye, Antigua.
Good evening. It's Miss Cool and Smooth, Jacada Isaac, Delegate Number 2. I had so much fun tonight. We started off with a tutorial by John from Splinters, and then we had a challenge, which was an extra challenge for me because I couldn't see. But it was a lot of fun and we got some great looks. I'm happy with my finished product and I hope you're happy with it too.
Hello, good night. I am Delegate Number 3, Thiana Sebastian, Miss West Indies Oil Company Limited. Tonight we had our first, and I say first because I'm hoping that we do have more, makeup tutorials with John from Splinters Beauty Salon. We had a challenge tonight. After watching his tutorial, we had a 15-minute challenge to get this done in order to meet our sponsors. I must say, guys, makeup is never to be rushed. You must take your time, but if you are in the position that you do have to rush, still take your time. It is very important for us to practice because we are not always gonna be ready and set go, and we do have last minute calls. So I was very thankful for this entire experience, guys, and I do hope that we have another one. I must say that in the 15 minutes that they gave us, I tried my best to do a face, I tried my best. Guys, look underneath my eyes. Look. My mascara is all over the place. I doubt that my foundation is patting right and my eyebrows are dark because I picked up the wrong pencil just trying to rush in 15 minutes. But I must say that I was grateful for the opportunity to get this done, guys.
Hi guys, it's Ishikeli Corbin, contestant number 4, Miss Cedar Valley Golf Club. As you can see, well, maybe you can't really tell because it looks like nothing much has been done. And that's because I am working on my makeup kit, okay? I think that to be successful, you need the right tools. And my toolkit consists of foundation, face powder, mascara, highlighter, and lipstick. So that is exactly what you're seeing right now. The lesson was very informative, very much needed. I am a creative person, but makeup is not my strong suit. So I'm very proud of the outcome that I have right now. It's a basic everyday face. I think it's fitting for a meeting with the sponsors, and it's not doing too much and it's also not doing too little. So you tell me what you think about the result, the beat. But it was very good, very informative, and I think I did a good job. I did a good job.
Good evening, everyone. I am Cassian Samuel, Miss Artin Capital Antigua. And I know you're looking at my face and you're wondering what is going on. This right here is my 15-minute makeup challenge. While I didn't get to apply the pointers we learned from John and his team today in my 15-minute makeup challenge, I think because of the challenge for time, I didn't get to prep myself enough. However, I will apply those tips and points when we are doing our other appearances. And trust me, you are going to see lots and lots and lots more of us. Myself and the other 6 delegates were so excited to see you again. You could tune into our show Crown, The Making of a Carnival Queen.
Hi Antigua, my name is Jadenique Prince, delegate number 6, Miss Neverland Antigua, and I am here to tell you how we enjoyed our night this evening, and it was very informative. John has done an excellent job in teaching us how to apply makeup. Some of us may have known, but me, I knew a little bit about makeup before, but to do it in 10 minutes was definitely a challenge. And I think I did a good job. I didn't get to finish my mascara and my eyeliner, but I think I did a really good job, and I would like to thank John for the time that he took out of his busy schedule to tell us about makeup and to teach us about the makeup. So thank you very much and bye.
Good night, Antigua. It is delegate number 7, Soisha Baptiste, Miss Antigua Port Authority, here at Splinters Beauty Salon. Tonight we had a very informative and creative makeup tutorial class where the girls and I had to complete a 15-minute makeup look. It was very hectic, it was very nerve-wracking, but can you tell that I did this in 15 minutes? I don't think so. So I'm going to give you that challenge. Do a makeup look in 15 minutes any way that you want and tag the Antigua Queen of Carnival page. But see you next week on the next episode of Crowned.
Okay, so Tiana, congratulations for winning the makeup challenge. You're the winner. All right.
Crowned is brought to you in association with Splinters Beauty Salon, Torture Gym Antigua, Neverland, West Indies Oil Company Limited, Art and Capital Antigua, Furniture Gallery, Cedar Valley Golf Club, Cool and Smooth, and Antigua Port Authority. Let us stop by the Antigua Barbuda Hospitality Training Institute for an etiquette session with Miss Shirley Nibbs.
Them can't cool it down. That baseline is fire. Oh, them can't cool it down. That baseline is fire. Hey, girl, come front and roll it.
Hello, I come bearing gifts. I have a coconut panna cotta with fever grass and mango. Guys!
Oh my god, that looks so yummy.
What are these? It's coconut and fever grass panna cotta with mango.
Oh,
it's healthy today. There's no dairy, there's no eggs, no flour.
Yes.
Nothing.
Yes. So excited. Oh, I love your dress. I love
everyone's outfit. It's so and I was just watching it.
Thank you.
You're looking like Queen Charlotte herself.
Tell them they can't cool it. Caution, don't touch it. Lord, she brings in the temperature. Look how that thing rolling. Good God. I feeling the heat. Warning signs only. Anyhow you try get too close, you can feel it blazing. Step in front, you go see. When they call you, say fire in the wire is flames. Make it like in.
Good evening, Antigua and Barbuda. My name is Jadenie Prince, delegate number 6, sponsored by Neverland Antigua. We are here at Antigua and Barbuda Hospitality Training Institute.
Set the place on fire. Set the place on fire. Set the place on fire. When they call you, say fire in the wire is flames. Make it like inferno gas flames. Mind your bum down the tongue, tick it down. Down the market trail.
Good evening, Antigua and Barbuda. I am delegate number 5, Miss Artin Capital, Kessian Samuel. And right now we're here at the Hospitality Training Institute for our etiquette class. I'm so excited. I'm mainly looking forward to those treats Jacada brought. They look so sweet and scrumptious. I'm just looking forward to learn anything new this evening and having a good time.
Them can't cool it down. That baseline is fire. Oh, them can't cool it
Good
down.
night, everyone. I am delegate number 7, Soisha Baptist, Miss Antigua Port Authority. We are here at the Antigua and Barbuda Hospitality Training Institute to learn about etiquette, hosted by Miss Charlene Nibs. I am so excited to learn the do's and do nots about proper formal etiquette, dining, and table conversations this evening. Look forward to our journey and what we are learning this evening.
Make it like inferno gas rain. Mind your bum down the tongue, tick it down, tick it down, down. One go market trail, 'cause it's only heat behind there. Like a 3rd-degree torchlight. Mind your bum down the tongue, tick it down, down. Tell them they can't cool down your heart.
Good evening, it's Jacada Isaac, Miss Cool and Smooth, delegate number 2 in this year's Queen of Carnival, Miss Antigua and Barbuda. Tonight, we're at the Antigua and Barbuda Hospitality Training Institute and we'll be learning about etiquette. And I'm excited to learn all the do's and the don'ts for formal dining and all the protocols that is related to that. And I'm excited because I brought my lovely enchanted ladies and the committee some treats tonight. I made a coconut and fever grass panna cotta with some mango because you know our mangoes are in season. Can't wait for them to try it.
Make it like inferno gas rain. Mind your bum down the tongue, tick it down, down. One go market trail, 'cause it's only heat behind there. Like a 3rd-degree torchlight. Mind your bum down the
Good night, Antigua and Barbuda. This is Akiba Egad, Miss Furniture Gallery, delegate number 1, and I would have just arrived at the Antigua and Barbuda Hospitality Training Institute for a etiquette training session with Miss Charlene Nibs. I have heard wonderful things about Miss Charlene Nibs, and I am really excited for tonight's training session with her on dining etiquette.
when they call you, say fire in the wire is flames. Make it like inferno gas flames. Mind your bum down the tongue, tick it down.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen. I am delegate number 3, Thiana Sebastian, the Miss West Indies Oil Company Limited. Myself and the 6 other enchanted delegates are at the Antigua and Barbuda Hospitality Training Institute for an etiquette class with Miss Shirley Nibs. I am truly excited. It is my first etiquette class I'm very excited to see and learn all the things that she's about to teach us. I've heard a lot of good things about her, and I'm hoping that what she teaches us tonight will transcend into the rest of our lives.
Them can't cool it down. That baseline is
Hi everyone, it's Ishikeli Corbin, contestant number 4, representing the Cedar Valley Golf Club. And today we're at the Antigua Barbuda Hospitality Training Institute for an etiquette training with the great Shirlene Nibbs. I'm very excited for this training because coincidentally I did a training session with her in 2008 for the Optimus Petite competition, which was my first experience to the world of etiquette. So it's been quite some time since then, and I'm very excited to see if there's anything new that I can learn going forward on this journey, and I'm really excited as well to put what I learned into practice. I'm looking forward to seeing all of the beautiful outfits that my fellow sisters will be wearing, as we're all fashionistas tonight. I am Lady in Red. Red is the color of love, it's the color of passion and confidence, and that is what I hope to portray throughout this journey and on the night of the show.
So ladies, welcome to the Antigua and Barbuda Hospitality Institute. I am delighted to be facilitating this session with you all this evening, and I hope you take quite a bit away. It will be in the form of the critical elements, because we could do a whole week of this sort of activity. So I want you to pay attention, and please feel free to ask questions at any time. If something comes up in your mind that you would like some clarification, it's okay for you to ask. So, my name is Shirlene Nibbs, and I will be facilitating your session this evening. You see, your manners are always under examination, and by committees that you least expect or suspect, awarding you or denying you prizes when you least think of it. And we're not talking just about food. We're talking about the time you arrive. We're talking about the conversations you'll have at the table. We're talking the way in which perhaps you will hold your glasses, etc. So you're always under examination for various things. You must be wondering, why is she telling me this? Because etiquette is not just about dining. Yes, we're going to be focusing on dining this evening, but we're going to focus on decorum and deportment, just a little component related to dining. We're going to look at the protocols, and if you're invited out for 7 o'clock, try to get there by 10 minutes to 7. And if something happens, you might get there at 5 minutes to 7. And if it takes you a little longer, but you'll be there for 7 o'clock, and you would not be keeping your host or hostess waiting for 20 minutes. So all these are components of this evening's activities. There's some social etiquette that we need to speak to, and then really this evening is about dining. So we're going to start, and the first thing, ladies, just give me one more second. I want you all to stand, please, all of you. See, that noise is part of the problem. So let us now try to sit. See, we don't have any gentlemen here for me to do the other aspects. But as ladies, if you go out and you have to do it all by yourself, you need to know how to sit properly. Now, the important thing is to take your chair out, you put your right leg forward and you lift that chair. Then you can move it as much as you want to. Got it? And then, when you are going to sit, it's for you to lift the chair without dragging it on the floor and having a seat. So let's try that. Seat yourselves, because you don't have any gentlemen to pull that chair for you. Remember, just use your leg to lift it back. Don't put it too far back if you know you can get in. And then you lift it, right. Then we will go to the first course of the menu. Ladies? And we're not going to go into all the details about menus tonight, but I just want you to recognize that if you are presented with a dinner menu, don't ask for a lunch item, tea, brunch, or room service. You know, we have a habit that we go out and you're presented with a menu. You need to try and find something on that menu that you can have. Don't try to create a dish that's not on there, and it's not appropriate for you to be asking for something from, oh, I came here for lunch last week. Can I have the burger? No, that's not appropriate. So I want you to take a minute and look at your menu, and I think the ladies are going to take your orders.
That we should not try to ask for something that's not on the menu.
Well, that is not on the menu. Don't ask for something from another period's menu, whether, because I gave you the categories. That's a different thing. What we're looking up here is what is called a table setting, and each one of you are in front of what is known as a cover. Now, just highlighting some of the tools that we use for dining. And so you will have a bread plate that will be on your left. You see where it's marked with a butter knife, number 1. You see your dessert fork, your dessert spoon, your water glass or goblet. Try and identify them on your table. Now, these will be on the table, but determined by the menu. So if we had a different menu, you would have had some different knives, forks, etc. What we have in front of you is a simpler setting, the same pieces, but this is based on the menu that you're going to have tonight. We're not having any sherry, so don't get excited. No, it can be as beautiful as you have in front of you, or, you know, upgraded with a little bit more style. Your names could have been in the various covers, etc. But we want to keep it a little simpler for this evening. This is another version, and the simplest of all versions. And this is something you can even do at home for a good evening dinner. So, napkin. When dining with others, your napkin should be placed on your lap when everyone at your table has been seated.
You said to wait when everyone is seated. Does that indicate that you're ready to start dinner?
No, you're preparing to start to have dinner, yes. Because the first thing, the use of the napkin is to protect your lovely dress. So you're indicating that, you know, you're in preparation mode.
Okay, and that allows the waitress or the waiter to know that you're
about to, yeah, you're early. When I say you're early, I mean I like to have my dinner as soon as possible. Do not open your napkin in mid-air. Don't need all of that. That's just too much drama, and you can destroy something. So that's a no-no. Got it? Yes. All right, good. If you must leave a meal, please do so between courses and place your napkin on your chair or to the left of your plate. Remember I said there's a language between you and those who are serving you. So depending on where you leave your napkin, they know that you've just left to return. But if it's not in those locations, a very well-trained waiter or waitress might clear the table. So be careful. And when a meal is completed, place your napkin to the right of your plate, never on the plate. Think you remember that? Yes. If you have to leave, where does it go? Or on the chair. And so to forget left and right, remember the chair. That's easier. And when you're finished, you know to your right. So you keep it simple. You don't want to complicate it too much. So can we all place our napkin? I give you permission to go ahead because I'm going to join you at a particular point in time so that you do your practice. Why are you all opening it so neatly on the plate? Take it up. and then just open it on your lap below the table. Not the full thing, you can double it. Leave it doubled. Sorry. Right. Now, some definite no-nos. Yes, you know it. Ain't happening, not in here. Wait for everyone at your table to be served before beginning to eat. However, if an individual who has not been served encourages you to begin eating, you may do so. Eat slowly while waiting for their food to be served. Got that tip? It is always in, away, and to your mouth. You notice where I am? You see my position? In, and I'm having stuff. And to your... So when that soup comes, that's what you're going to practice. One of the things that scared me one year is the fact that I see, not just with queens, a lot of young ladies have this thing to think that they have a dinner roll and watch me. They cut it, they butter it, and they are pretty as you are, and they do this. It's not a brownie bread. Don't do it. Totally wrong. So ladies, when you have a dinner roll, it is to be broken into bite-sized pieces, and you butter the piece that you have broken, and you have it in your mouth. It's very good at the start to offer the bread rolls to the person next to you. Right. So now we're going to go on to our main course, or our entree. This is the hand that you have the power in, so you shouldn't have any problems. Sorry.
I'm shaking in my right.
Why are you shaking?
I can't hold nothing in that one.
Can't hold anything in your right. But yeah, so you have to practice. Small bites, and then you put that to your mouth. All right?
I put it like this. Or this.
What's comfortable for you?
Like this.
Okay, go ahead. Good.
Thank you.
Wonderful show, great pageant, and I hope I get to hear only good things. It was a pleasure being a part of this evening. Cheers!
Cheers! Cheers!
So on behalf of the Enchanted Seven, as well as our committee members who are here with us tonight, we'd like to say a warm thank you just for teaching us the basics, but for allowing us to develop ourselves by learning these skills tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank you a million. Other girls, let's say thank you. Thank you.
Queen of Carnival Enchanted 7 just completed their training session with the effervescent, the lovely Miss Nims. How did you find the session with the young ladies this evening?
As usual, it's my passion, and they were so engaging that they made it so easy, and I absolutely had an awesome time.
And this is something that you've done in the past with prior Queen of Carnival delegates. What was different about the Enchanted 7?
I would say that they were committed to the process. They asked a lot more questions. They were more challenging. And because of today's age, they are more exposed, so they ask a variety of areas related to cultures and the differences that we'll have in that approach for etiquette, yes.
And you know, as a fashionista yourself, they came out well dressed. What did you find their outfits were like? Did you think it was appropriate? Did you actually like it this evening?
I think the whole atmosphere was created by their commitment to the idea that they were going to do this etiquette session. We thought of having a sort of tea atmosphere, Caribbean chic elegance, and they came out to slay.
Thiana Sebastian, delegate number 3. You are looking absolutely lovely. Lady in red and white. I want to ask you, who was your outfit inspired by today?
My outfit was inspired by myself. I think that this is the new version of who Thiana Sebastian is. And can I tell you who made my dress? And my hat? My sister, Tanzania Sebastian, yes.
So I knew she was talented, but not this talented. Okay, TZ. Very nice.
Thank you.
How did you find today's etiquette session?
I think that today's etiquette session was very necessary because I know, now seeing what we've learned tonight, I know that I've been doing it wrong this entire time, but I'm very grateful to have learned such skills by such a professional woman, Miss Shirley Nibbs, and I must thank and give appreciation to the waitresses, the chefs, because tonight was a night to remember, and I do hope that what I learned tonight will transcend into my entire life because it was necessary skills.
I have to begin by asking Miss Arton Capital Antigua about her lovely green outfit. Who was it inspired by?
I got this lovely ensemble from Hall Clothing Store on Heritage Key. You guys should try there. A lot of beautiful pieces for any occasion.
And I must say that the green is lovely on your skin.
Thank you very much.
Tonight's etiquette session, is it the first of its kind that you're doing?
It actually is, and I'm quite joyful for it because it was very informative. I want to thank Miss Shirley Nibbs for educating us and teaching us proper etiquette and table manners. It's something I'm looking forward to using in the future, and I just enjoy learning a new skill.
And I'm going to put you on the spot here because everybody said they enjoyed the session. But what aspect did you enjoy the most?
I enjoyed the soup.
Okay.
But in all seriousness, I enjoyed learning how to do everything correctly. So now when I attend a proper dinner, I know how to properly use my utensils and I know proper table manners.
I am starting to fall in love with all of your outfits, especially after seeing you at the Antigua Barbuda Port this week. Tell us about your outfit tonight and the inspiration behind of it.
Tonight, I am inspired by my Sunday best, but giving it a more of a Soisha feel. So yes, that is my bright colors, my little flares, because I love that little flare, and also gotta keep the little sexy as well.
And tonight's etiquette session, which you did with Miss Shirley Nibbs, what was your favorite part of the session?
I must say it's learning the proper communications and topics that you can have at the dining table, because we know that we are most comfortable when eating and our mind goes all over the place and anything comes out of our mouth. So learning to control ourselves and knowing exactly what to say and when to say it, I know that not only did I take that away from today, but the other girls did as well.
Miss Ishikeli Corbin, Lady in Red, what inspired your outfit tonight?
Well, I wanted to wear something that I thought was vibrant and reflective of my personality, and it's giving, as you said, Lady in Red, and that's why I chose it.
Tonight's etiquette session with Miss Shirley Nibbs, I'm going to first start by giving you a pop quiz. Show us how we would use the spoon. Let's imagine you have a spoon in your hand. How should they eat the soup?
So what you don't want to do is scoop it up and then put it in your mouth. You want to take the spoon, keep your posture upright. You don't lean to the bowl, so you stay like this, and you scoop it away from you. You hold it for a bit in case something drips, and then you bring it to your mouth, and you don't slurp. You just gently eat. And
I was just about to go.
So you don't do that. You don't want to do that. Maybe if you're home by yourself, because, no one's going to tell. I won't tell on you. But not when you're out with people.
And what was your favorite part of tonight's session?
My favorite part of tonight's session was the dessert. I haven't had dessert in a very long time, so today was my cheat day. Thank you. So that was my favorite.
And you know, I have to say thank you so much to the Antigua Barbuda Hospitality Training Institute for the food they provided today, because a lot of the young ladies said they enjoyed the meal. So thank you, Ishikeli.
Thank you. The food was actually very delicious, so I would also like to say thank you, especially to the chef. The pumpkin soup was delicious.
Miss Neverland, Jadenique Prince, delegate number 6. How are you doing this evening?
Doing fantastic. And yourself?
I am very well. You're looking like you belong at the Met Gala. What inspired your outfit?
Vintage. It is very vintage. I was thinking about the 1980s. So that is my inspiration for this evening.
And you have the matching hairstyle. You look absolutely lovely. What was your favorite part of tonight's etiquette session?
Tonight's etiquette session, I must say it was extraordinary. I love hospitality. It is where I work. That's the industry that I work. And the specific area that stand out to me the most was the different way the different cutleries are set and how you go about having those meals.
Miss Cool and Smooth, Jacada Isaac, I'm going to ask you to just show us your basket. I know the goodies are all eaten and gone, but you brought some dessert for the ladies tonight. So before we talk about etiquette, let's talk about the dessert that you brought for us, I should say.
Yes, I wanted to bring something that was healthy but refreshing and something that everyone could enjoy, because some of us have some dietary restrictions. So I made a dairy-free coconut and fever grass panna cotta with some freshly sliced mangoes and some toasted coconut.
That does sound refreshing and island-like. And I remember meeting you in the first day, and you said you like to use ingredients that are local and, you know, customary to Antiguan. So I'm pretty sure we enjoy that. What was your favorite part of the etiquette session tonight?
The best part was talking about the different stories and experiences that we all had, and also troubleshooting. It's great when we ask questions and that's not in the presentation and we get to have specific answers. I think that's the most rewarding part. That's the learning part for me. Yeah.
So excited. We had an amazing energy-filled etiquette training session with Miss Shirley Nibs and Akiba Agard. Miss Furniture Gallery is next to me, delegate number 1, if you didn't know. How are you feeling this evening and what inspired your outfit?
Well, I am feeling absolutely divine. I feel like an empress. I don't want to say queen. I think us black women should say we're empresses. I feel like an empress tonight. And my outfit was inspired by Meghan Markle, actually. There was a picture I saw in a magazine, well, online, a few years ago, and I walked into my store this evening, the District, and I saw this dress along with my trainer. We were like, yes, this is you. So I took this because I saw Meghan Markle in something similar. So she is the muse for my outfit tonight, as well as my fascinator. My first time wearing it, and I just feel so mature. I feel ladylike. I feel like a queen, is what I should say.
What was your favorite part of tonight's etiquette session?
Well, my favorite part of tonight's etiquette session was learning the different uses of the utensils. So you start from the outer and you work your way in. And there's also something called a charger on the table, which is that big plate that will come under your, if there's supposed to be like soup, there's a plate that's under that, and that's where you put your probably your spoon or your fork whenever you finish eating. That was my favorite part of tonight, learning that, because I had no idea what that plate was supposed to be used for.
Thank you for joining us on another episode of Crowned, the making of a Carnival Queen. Our Enchanted 7 had lots of fun this episode. Be sure to join us next week as we continue the journey.
You're watching Crowned, the making of a Carnival Queen.